Right, the winds are really, really strong, so you might hear them, and I'm really sorry if you do. Can't stop the weather. 23rd of August 2024. The song is Stray Cat Strut, and I believe it was by the Stray Cats. Sourlow, the sun. Sun comes out to illuminate things. Today's astrology. Let's have a look. We're now officially in Virgo. Mercury semi-sextiles Venus. Mercury trines Chiron. Venus squares Mars, oh blimey. A nice day for meetings and romance, but you must avoid sensitive topics. Diplomacy will be necessary. Avoid arguments as they will ignite quickly. A health or beauty treat will be soothing. The moon is in Aries. So, karmic rewards this time. 8th house, Scorpio again, and Scorpio there. So, transformations of a karmic nature. So, North Node then. Your true life's purpose. What you're supposed to be doing. Stray cat could be that you meet a stray cat. Cats are a sign from spirit that a visitor is arriving. Depending on the colour, it will be good or bad. It also suggests homelessness for some. I don't know where the next meal's coming from. And we can't ignore that a cat is a symbol for Leo. So, let's have a look. Today's card is the Hierophant. So it's about institutions, religions, teachers and schools. The names Sam and Peter. And the two keys, the gold and silver. One binds the self to the material, one binds the self to the spiritual path. It's about your upbringing, your indoctrination, what you believe or what you've been taught to believe. First pile. Again. So it's urgent. So this is failure in battle. It doesn't mean you've lost the war, but it does mean that you've failed in some way, or you feel that you have. 6 days. Because something or someone has brought you to your knees and you feel like you cannot defend yourself. It's the shit starers, those that stare the shit pot should be made to lick the stick. It's violent arguments. The knives are out again, which we don't want to keep seeing that, do we? Turn your back and walk away if you can, if it's safe to do so. If not, walk away backwards. Do not engage. You're running out of options. You need to narrow down your options now. 7 months is mentioned. 6 days, 5 weeks. These people want to win at all costs and they don't care how they do it. They will cut off their own nose to spite the face. What they don't realise is no one wins in this scenario and everyone will regret it. There are lies being told because this is the neck and throat. There may be issues with the neck and throat. Someone feels unable or unwilling to speak. The inner child is spiritual, but the outer is material. It's about marriages, friendships. Like I said, schools, teachers, Sam and Peter. But what's interesting is now we have the High Priestess. So while this is an institutionalized belief, what you were taught to believe, this is what you know. She is mute, so she doesn't speak. The daughter. This is a divine union. These people should be together. But for some reason, this divine masculine has turned his back. This is about putting your force field up, like I've told you before. The letters B and J are mentioned in spirit. The pomegranate, so diet and medication is important. Be careful what you put into your body, even if it's medication that you've been taking for a while. No injections, no nothing put into your body. She has the book, she knows all the knowledge, but she doesn't speak of it. She senses everything. This is about not letting anything into your aura, be it financial, emotional, spiritual, mental, or physical, that's negative. And also not letting anything out of your mouth that is negative, as in words written or spoken. Staying positive will bring you back from the gates of hell. It's the Romanies, the tarot readers, the psychics. It is connected to October the 11th, where I come from, because that's when the carnival comes to town. Carnival people, travellers. So, empaths. Protect yourself from energy vampires. So, 5 and 23, 2 and 29. 5 and 23 is negative, 2 and 29 is positive. Taurus is negative. Taurus is the 21st of April to the 21st of May. Then we have Aries, which is mentioned in the Astrology, which is the 21st of March to 21st of April. It is this time the Ron Seal man. He does what he says he's going to do. He's a man of action, a man of passion. He's in charge of his actions. He knows exactly what he's going to do and he does it. Bliss, happiness. This is about your happiness. Either it comes to an end or it begins again and grows, because this is a 10. So it could be an ending of this bliss, or it could be that you strive to keep it at that level, which is a very hard thing to do. Watch for the rainbows, it's a sign from spirit. But this is your north node. This is Aquarius, 20th of January to 20th of February. The past must be revisited. You must face the chaos head on. This lady has lost hope. It's Pandora. She's left it in the box. You need to let the hope out as well. It's about crowds. It's about networking, getting together. It's about issues with the ankles and legs. The name Rose, or a rose that was planted for a loved one or put in a coffin, could be important. Ghosts of the past revisited. Face that chaos head on, because there can't be any hope, healing or freedom until you do. The 17. Negative energy. So Taurus and Aquarius we now know is negative. Both fixed signs, and they find it very hard to change. And according to the dice, that's what this is about. Transformations. Coming out of your comfort zone, shedding a skin, and fighting your way out of the cocoon so that your wings are strong enough to fly. It's also the captives. The Persephone was taken, kidnapped by the devil, and made to marry under duress. So freedom and secrets coming out. Yeah, this chapter needs to end. We can't keep going around in circles. We are birthing a new reality. It could be an actual child. There is always pain before growth. This is an end of a chapter so that we can begin a new one. 21. Travel to the object of your desire, be they persons, things or events. But it is a loss of friendship in some way. Again, the Taurus energy. This could be also a female, not necessarily a Taurus, of a darker complexion, someone who wears a uniform, or someone who is unreliable or unpredictable. It is your finances being unreliable, unpredictable, your career being unreliable and unpredictable. But there is also health issues, hospital doors, Virgo energy, 9 or 27. Grandparents, they've been mentioned a lot, but this is about the grandparents for some in spirit. This is about turning your back on everything you've ever known or believed to be true to follow your true path, your North Node. Buddha gave up everything, the palace, his family, everything, to follow his spiritual path. Realizing that work and the material world has no meaning. It's healing of the abdomen, the intestines. It's that hole in the pit of your stomach that you cannot fill, and you need to go on a pilgrimage somewhere to do so. Libra energy in the negative. So Virgo is 21st of August to 21st of September. Libra is the 21st of September to 21st of October, the 21. So cuspers. This is fights on the courthouse steps. This is an imbalance. This is the 7th house of partnerships, marriages, open enemies. It's about the reproductive organs in a way that the Scorpio is for women, the Libra is for men. So the colon, the prostate. 8 or 26 is negative energy. It could be a door number, a birthday, a date of a passing, whatever it is, it's negative energy. Injustice has taken place. There is now no communication. Someone is being blocked. And no financial gain or aid. Also children. No communication whatsoever. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So the earth signs were not grounded. all of us lack the grounding that we need and the financial stability. There's no shame or blame to be had. Don't overthink this. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. Your inner child is having a tantrum because it is things aren't going the way you expected. You have to let it go. Stop overthinking it and stand up. So 5 to 6 weeks, 8 weeks now, sorry. A happy home and family life. Remember that a home is not a home without fire in the hearth, food on the table and a welcome at the door. It is a celebration, a wedding, an occasion, a party, something that needs firm foundations, and it looks like it is there. Happiness can be had if this person takes action. So again, we've got him, the person who does this, what he says he's going to do. But there is disappointment of the past. Looking back on the past, dwelling in the past, you'll be depressed. You need to build a bridge and get over it. There's a lot of water under the bridge now. Your attention was elsewhere and you didn't realise what was happening. It may not have been intentional, whatever this is, but it happened. What's done is done. Don't look in the future because the future's not promised. Just live in the now. 5 months. So the fire signs and the earth signs all over this. Unfortunately, we have a violent man or someone of a confused mind, mental illness, and the knives are out again. We cannot rely on the protection of doctors, priests, or lawyers, priests being spiritual leaders. They are not guiding us in the right direction. Libra energy again, injustice. A separation, possibly, a decision we don't want to make, the wrong decision. That being said, if you keep making the wrong decision, eventually it will hit you in the face that that's what you've done. 6 or 24. Children, siblings, twins, hands, arms, shoulder issues, Gemini energy, which is 21st of May, 21st of June. There's no peace for the wicked. You're going to have to fight for what you want. No rest between battles. Another 4. So we're ready for change. But we're holding on to something or someone that's way past its sell-by date. You have to learn to let go. What's yours is yours and always will be yours. It will come back to you. In time, if it's meant to be. So don't be greedy, don't be stubborn, don't try to control others. There's your transformation, Scorpio energy, 21st of October, 21st of November. Number 13, you are coming out of your comfort zone, breaking free of the cocoon. Your wings are strong enough now to fly. Death and rebirth, the reproductive organs and shared resources. No more third party, nothing coming between you and what you want anymore. There has been a separation, a sorrowful parting. There could be minor surgery, heartache, sorrow, loss. And the children have suffered. 3 weeks, we start to heal. There's the children again. It's all about the children or childhood or memories of the past. Something that we have to revisit. Perhaps reunions. and the astrology does say a meeting. But the mother energy is here. Dimitri is not happy. We're going into winter time. When Persephone went to the depths of hell, she made the whole world into winter. Arguments with a woman, mothers, mother-in-laws, mothers of your children. Problems with agriculture, the military, May the 31st, November the 11th. Poppies, Memorial Day, terminations of contracts, friendships, or even pregnancies, miscarriages for some, 3 and 30. We have to face the chaos. There it is again, head on, and then there'll be hope, healing and freedom, especially issues with the ankles and legs. Don't dim your light for others. Follow your guiding light, your north node, your true path. So 17 again. They don't do that for no reason. It's important. Sawala, then, we know is the sun. Amen Ra. Amen. The words at the end of a prayer. Sol is the shield of the sky and the shining rays and destroyer of ice. So it will thaw this ice that Demeter's put us in. So spring possibly. This rune was known as Sol to the Norse and Sigil to the Anglo-Saxons of Northumbria. The letter S is important. Saula is the rune of the sun, expressing the brightness, fertility and good fortune associated with the heavenly orb. It speaks of the life force, of the urge to grow, that is found in all living things, but nothing here can grow because it's barren lands. It includes the soaring eagle, Scorpio, and Aries, the venerable oak, Taurus, and also the juniper and bay tree. Mistletoe, which is also associated with wealth rune, the 12th rune, Jera, and we've got B and J in spirit, is another potent symbol of the sun. So the number 12 could be important. The shape of this rune suggests a flash of lightning descending to earth, and association with that brings the formidable power of mighty god of thunder. Also, the scar on Harry Potter's head. So the name Harry and Potter could be important. Thor, Thursday, into the interpretation of the Sawala rune. Oh. In northern mythology, the sun is considered to be female, personified as a giantess named either Sol or Suna. Two of the Asgardian deities are also associated with this rune. The first is Baldur, the beautiful and the beloved yet tragic god, who was slain by the mistletoe dart thrown by his blind brother. And some brothers will be blind to what's going on. The brotherhood of man. Hodor, this myth expresses the cycle of the year and the duality of light and darkness. The thunder god Thor must have a place in the symbolism of this rune because it looks so much like a lightning flash. Thor, the guardian of justice and order, was known for his swift retribution. So there's been an injustice that he dealt out to wrongdoers. So the meaning of this rune can be applied to the workings of the law and also to taking justified revenge. In the harsh northern world, the sun was beloved of all. Sawala is the primary rune of love. Its appearance in the reading casts a warm glow over all the other runes present and undoes much of the harm that they may foretell. It is also a rune of hope, promising that the sun will rise once more. even when one is in the darkest night. It is a particularly good rune to draw when one is in trouble, because it will ensure a happy outcome. One might also say that Sawala expresses the idea of poetic justice, because it indicates that wrongdoers will gain nothing but an apt punishment for their offence. If you have a major decision to make, then the appearance of Sawala will reveal the truth of a situation. The secret's out. Persephone is revealing the truth. Making your choice easier. There is a spiritual dimension to this rune too, and when it is drawn, contact with your inner self will guide you. In affairs of the heart, this rune is a good omen. Thor, one of the patron deities of Sawala, was invoked at weddings, there we are, and in Viking times, funerals, death and rebirth. Oh, sorry, not funerals. Weddings in Viking times when the bride wore red, the colour of Thor, and held the god's symbol, the hammer, as vows were exchanged. Sawala signals a time when happiness and harmony will reign and justice will prevail. The rune's association with the sun may also hint at an enjoyable holiday, so travel like we said. It is also said to be a good sign of victory in athletics or sports. Sawala has no inverted meaning, but we do know that we will suffer an injustice. So the injustice will heal over time, and wrongdoers will be punished. The 12 could be in 12 days, 12 hours, 12 months. And the North Node, 8th house, it's about the reproductive organs, funeral parlours, cemeteries, labour wards, ancestral property, the colour black. Interaction, shared resources, birth, death, rebirth, regeneration, sexual union, integration, self-sacrifice, expanded awareness, inheritances and other people's money, and metaphysics, so psychics. In the complex 8th house, the secret of the universe are revealed. The secrets are coming out. This is the point at which we move beyond our self-awareness to universal awareness. It is Plutonian. In its Plutonian reaches, death is met, the one great certainty of life and the most feared. And expanded states of consciousness are encountered. At a mundane level, the 8th house is of shared resources and monetary gain, of things inherited. The sign on the cusp describes how easily resources are shared and how altruistic someone can be. Inheritance may be on a physical or psychic plane, including ancestral patterns and potential. An elusive Pisces or Neptune in the 8th house may indicate an inheritance that slips through one's fingers, or continuation of a family pattern of addiction. Capricorn or Saturn could suffer losses inherent in substantial legacy or flair for business. So, North Node then. It's the dragon's head, so those born in the year of the dragon. Your life's purpose, your destiny, what you're striving for, your evolution, your latent potential, your choices and growth. The North Node is what must be done to fulfill the soul purpose. It's your life path, your destiny, or Dharma, D-H-A-R-M-A, since it represents what the soul must become. It is unknown territory, and not always a particularly comfortable place. The path is untravelled, and at the beginning of the journey, the soul almost inevitably falls back into the South Node. At such times, the soul must pick up the innate talents it has developed in the past, lodged in the South Node, and bring them into the service of the North. The path of mastering your power. The soul is learning how to use it and its considerable power for the good of all. This is also the path of self-mastery and the application of your power, so when to use it and when not to use it. Um, North Node, 8th house. Karmic evolution demands that the soul explores sex, birth, death, and rebirth, sharing resources with another. So teaching, perhaps. Sagittarius, finally I see. 21. Diana, Artemis. 21. Six of Wands takes us back to the beginning. If we revisit, we will turn this card around and gain success. So, luck is not chance. It's toil. It's fortune's expensive smile. It is earned. Emily Dickinson. The name Emily or Dickinson could be important. Sagittarius is the 21st of November to 21st of December. 20th of December, sorry. You're just about ready to hit your mark. The sign of Sagittarius is ruled by the planet Jupiter and is a mutable, easygoing fire sign. It's about addictions to a way of life, the old way of doing things, the outcome of a situation, and overcoming those addictions, of learning, of universities, of study, weight gain, weight loss, and not having to relearn those lessons. The ancient symbol for Sagittarius is half man, half horse. Those born in the year of the horse could be important. Known as the centaur, a creature trained in the art of archery. Also, then Chiron was half man, half beast, and he healed the art of archery, who always manages to hit his target no matter how far he roams. Sagittarius are honest, candid, and not afraid to speak the truth, and someone here is. Since the freedom-loving fire sign is not offended by the truth, he is often surprised when others take offence at his words. So don't take offence at other people's words. Words can't hurt you. Sagittarius are drawn to religious ideas even though sometimes they deny it, and that person there is denying any spirituality. They will go through periods of not being religious at all and claim not to believe in anything, even bucking against authority. Religion and philosophy are concepts that remain fascinated by them. They will argue for hours about religion, and usually at some point in their life they return to some type of faith, but such a faith always remains an intellectual pursuit. Sagittarius are highly idealistic, creative, outdoorsy, and have a great sense of play and fun. They are also extremely restless and would prefer not to stay in the same spot. Instead, they would rather roam. Sagittarians dislike routine, so are encumbered by the usual 9-to-5 job. They may end up as magicians, fire eaters, or tattoo artists. Entertainers, publishers, literary agents, clergy, tutors, bookstore owners, or whatever does not require a set schedule. Sagittarians tend to be rather lucky, but have a habit of not handling money well, and will sometimes squander any wealth that comes to them. They are confident, which makes them highly attractive and popular, drawing to them what they need. Sagittarians also have integrity and will not go along with anything unfair or underhand, the injustice. Wicca, paganism, and the Catholic Church are all ruled by Sagittarius. When you think about it, these religions with their pomp and ceremony, candles and incense have much in common. Though not as showy as their fellow fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius tend to largesse by their nature and prefer what they do to be memorable. The Archer sign does not want an ordinary life. If the Sagittarius card turns up in a reading, freedom at this current time is essential. You will feel the need to fight against the restrictions of any kind and want everything out in the open. You want to know where you stand. If your question pertains to a relationship, you or your partner need to be given extra space and looser reins, so let go. You may find yourself especially philosophical at the current time, and even studying religion, which may not have appealed to you before. Interestingly, Sagittarius is a sign of representing large animals, especially the horse. Once again, there's the year of horse, and big dogs. There's born in the year of the dog. You may soon be acquiring a new pet, or it may be that the animal is already a part of your life. Like these beautiful beasts, you love that sense of wildness and being in the open air. You may soon travel to areas with vast countryside, or regions with mountains and lakes that you want to explore. You might embrace a new philosophy, enroll in classes of higher learning, or begin to study churches and religion. A visit to a casino or another area where gambling takes place would also be likely. You will likely be fortunate and win in this venture, but as long as you don't proceed recklessly, it will be a good time to take a gamble. Your future looks promising because you're ready to expand and grow beyond your limits. If you do encounter difficulties, you will surmount them easily and move forward to your next lucky break in life, which should be coming very soon. Use this freedom to explore. There are lucky breaks coming. Religion, travel, philosophy, and honesty above all. The key, and he holds the keys. And this is Persephone. So someone holds the key to this. Someone has to take action. The 29. It's the heart chakra, and it is being hurt. Somebody has been massively traumatized. So issues with the heart could be very important. So we have the 29, we have the 30. So it could be the 29th and 30th of this month. Your heart centre is where you connect to the external environment. It is no wonder that we associate the centre as green, just as nature shows itself. Are you looking for love? Wondering when you will find a life partner? Ask yourself how good you are at receiving. Do you take compliments well? Do you ask for help when it's needed? Or say yes when it's offered? Receiving is part of having an open heart, and yours is locked. We must always be open to receiving if we are asking for something to come into our lives. There are many reasons why we close our heart centre down, and mainly it's due to being hurt. It may be emotionally, spiritually, or physically hurt by another. We close ourselves off to people as a form of self-preservation, and by doing so, close ourselves off to receiving. It's okay to open your heart again. It's okay to be vulnerable. We just need to learn from the past lessons and move forward with an open heart and an open mind. Where can you learn to love yourself again? Where can you learn to love your surroundings? Working with fairy energy also requires you to have an open heart. It requires you to be full of love for everything around you, the trees, the land, the animals. It requires sincerity, honesty and respect. So again, all the way through, honesty and respect. When you come with an open heart full of love, you will be given access to the other realms where so much more awaits you. You're not on this journey alone, because we've got the Hermit, and that is Spirit will send someone in spirit or the flesh to walk with you. Halloween, the number 13, it is again. It is a challenge, it's in the reverse. It's about harvest, and we are not reaping a harvest. It is barren lands. So this is the challenge. Perhaps we didn't sow this karmic situation, someone else did. So, Samhain, October the 31st. So now we have the 29th, the 30th and the 31st. It's the Celtic cross-quarter holy day that welcomes the beginning of winter. Like I said, Demeter puts the whole world into a deep freeze because her daughter is taken to hell. It's a time when the veil is thin between the worlds of the seen and the unseen. The ancestors and spirits of the dead are honoured. We must honour our dead. Their wisdom and messages are sought. Jack-o'-lanterns lights the path for those who travel through the veil. The name Jack could be important. And protects against any evil or mischievous spirits that might also be abroad. And the hermit usually carries his lantern to light our way. Something has spooked you, perhaps on a subconscious level. You must do an inner journey to find protective ancestors to help you interpret your fears. This is a mystery that the ancestors are sending us, a deepening, embodying the wisdom of your ancestors. What are the spirits of the dead requiring of you? Well, honour and respect first. Oh, and we have the yew tree, Taxus bacala, number 32. So we have the 29, the 30, the 31, the 32. Now, obviously the 32 cannot be a date. It must be a door number or a room number or a table number. Wherever you see that number, even a bus, it could be very, very important. 32. It's also 23 backwards. So, somebody may be dyslexic. The U, Taxus baccata. The planets of Saturn, which is in the astrology today, Venus, which is in the astrology today, Mars, which is in the astrology today, and I believe Pluto was as well, but I'm not sure. The unknown. It's the element of earth, fire, and water. So, earth and water makes mud, and the fire makes it a solid foundational brick. The magical meaning. The European yew tree and its relatives are powerful trees linked to the realms of the dead. Very old yews are often found in graveyards, and folklore suggests that within the mouth of every corpse is in the ground is the root of a yew, connecting them, making the yew the speaking tree for the dead. So again, the mouth, the tongue, your words. While toxic in magic, the yew is used ritually in rites of necromancy to commune with the spirits of the dead and other underworld creatures. Simply holding a yew wand naturally increases your mediumship ability. Yew can also protect us from the same spirit it connects us to. So talismans of yews can be used to protect one from the ghosts and phantoms of the past. So lay those ghosts to rest. Where's the ghost that's visiting us? That haunting, there it is. Despite being about death, it is also a tree of life. In Ogham, it is associated with Ioho and embodies the power of resurrection and overcoming. Chemicals within the yew are used in cancer treatment, and magically it can be used for life-threatening illnesses to help one either make peace with the death or move through to health. It is known as the tree of immortality, not through consumption due to the poison, but because the trees are so long-lived, with some specimens believed to be up to 600 years old or older. Any tree reaching the age of 100 years or more is considered to be a master teacher. Again, the teachers. Amid the green world, the green of the heart. And the yew is Sagittarius, Capricorn, Cuspa. Yous are sacred to dark gods and goddesses of the underworld. So where Persephone comes from, Hecate and Hades. It's used to commune with spirits of the dead. Theobald and Statius claimed her torches were made from yew. Let her lead them with torches of flaming yew. Let her give 3 swings of her mighty serpents, those born in the year snake, the shedding of her skin. And do not let the heads of Cerberus be obstacles to those deprived of light. So, even in your darkest hour, we have the names Adam, Eve, Lily, the apple tree, which is Gemini, Cancer, Cuspa, and the snake of temptation in the tree. Due to the toxic nature of yew, polished pieces of wood as magical instruments are favoured, and despite Hecate's torches, it shouldn't be burned or incense or magical fires. The yew spirit is one of regeneration and strength, as is the Scorpio energy. Connecting us to deep ancient wisdom, yews can split under their own weight, but not get infected in the fractures like other trees, allowing them to live past many other trees. The tree can regenerate and create new shoots when it is cut, even in its old age, becoming reborn once again. They encourage us to shed our burdens, regenerate from our foundations, and tap deep into the ancient wisdom all around us to find our purpose in life. You helps us see the big picture, not only our personal lifetime, but also the arc of the ancestors and descendants, allowing us to understand how our actions have been influenced by those before us, and our actions now will influence those to come. Encourage us to choose wisely and fulfill our life purpose. You helps us get to the root of our problems on a deeper soul level to heal our foundational cause and move forwards. So it is in the upright. For once, you must listen to your ancestors, listen to the earth, listen to the deep wisdom of your soul. Here our guide is the soul of the world. There's the wild card. The anime Monday, in the form of the goddess Hecate. She bears the torch of illumination into the darkness of your life. She brought the daughter back from the depths of hell to her mother Demeter. What are you not hearing, seeing, or doing right now that would put you in the right relationship with all things? Look, listen, align back with your foundations, and do what must be done. You indicates you have the support you need within you and all around you. Hecate comes triple-faced, with the knowledge of the past and the future, as well as the present. Flanked by her hounds, the dogs, she bears the serpent of change, carrying the keys of the mysteries, her blade cutting that which does not longer serve her. Listen to the voices of the past to create your future. By the dark forest of night, we call to the Lady of Torches, to the Lady of Eternal Light. Life from death, future from past, may new growth rise from your cold yew ash. Beautiful. Thanks for listening.